Let's go. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? As you guys can tell, I'm in my car. After that game, I was so heated, I got kicked out. I'm just joking. Long story short,
Okay.
I'm in my in-laws' house. It's 10:30 at night, and last thing I want to do is be yelling and screaming about Arsenal, disturbing their sleep. But hey, this game is the game that happened today between Arsenal and Liverpool. I'm quite heated after the word, so we're gonna talk. Vader, your team won versus Southampton. Something in that game got me heated. We're gonna have to talk. Chelsea, they won their game. I think Chelsea found their best midfield. I actually have some Chelsea prop for you guys today, so you guys are gonna probably be like, "Who's this guy on the screen?" Manchester United, I think they got egregiously what do you call it, treated today with that final decision. Shocking, by the way.
You know
But hey,
what,
we're
Gal?
gonna
Pick
talk about
yourself
that.
up, man. Yeah, pick yourself up because everyone that I've spoken to has been like, "Oh, just hold the L." Don't get me wrong, we held an L, but that is not a penalty. Come on. But
Bro,
anyway,
there's
sorry,
a
Gal. Carry
reason.
on.
There's a reason why that's in the thumbnail. And guys, if you guys don't know, I cannot screen share today. I cannot
Yeah,
show you
yeah.
what I wanted to show you. But just to
Me and a
let you
Gal in
guys
the
know,
doghouse.
Jay,
What a
because
shame! What a shame! What a
guys,
shame!
Jay guaranteed a victory on last show. He said Crystal
Oh,
Palace, we're too good for them. You're
uh,
cheeky. That's rude. Why
Sorry,
would we give them their
a
first
Gal, a Gal.
win?
I did, bro. If you watched our last show, I was the only one. I was like, "What? Jay's talking like this? You're gonna get beat, bro." And everyone was like, "Oh, even Jay." He was like, "Oh, what? We're not Man
I
United."
told
I was like,
him.
"Bro, Eze is
Mm.
gonna turn up. You got people that are gonna turn up." And he was talking with the most smoke. And guess what, Gal? You're in the other chat, bro. He's not to be seen. Like people are cussing out Man United. So I've put in the chat. I was like, "Look, fair enough. We lost, yeah. But where's Jay? He's the one who predicted a win."
Jay said to
Where?
me,
Guys, did I not predict a win? But I was going towards the draw. You knew it already. I knew this was gonna happen.
you know
I
what
told
Jay
you
said to
guys.
me? You know what Jay said to me? Jay said to me, 10:30 is difficult, but I'll come for my section and I'm gonna have to leave. So he's expected to
No, he
still
better turn
show.
up, man, because you can't just
He's
keep running
expected to
away when
still
your team
show.
lose and giving it all loudmouth. No, you
Mm,
can't just give it the loudmouth and then run away, guys. I don't think that's fair.
exactly.
Like
He's
me, look, my
expected to
team
still
lost. We
show.
got beat. I'm here.
We're here. But guys, everyone in the chat, do me a favor. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button while you guys are here. Big up to all the panelists for joining us. We're going to save the Liverpool Arsenal game for a little bit later. But let's start off with Chelsea. Bro, your boys, Chelsea, they showed up. They showed up versus Newcastle. And if I'm going to give you guys my spiel, I told you Newcastle were going to score. But Chelsea, that's just Chelsea's defense. But Cole Palmer, the pass for the first goal. The second goal was all him also. I swear you guys had a goal disallowed also where he scored. He's a one-man wrecking crew. And Newcastle, they did their job, man. They
You
they
know,
couldn't they couldn't do
it's.
anything more.
I feel like we're giving listen the
I feel
wrong
like they
guy.
could, again. I thought they could have done a bit more.
I feel like we're giving the wrong
Their
guy.
attack is shit, man.
I feel like we're giving the wrong
Yeah,
guy
that's literally
credit.
it.
You know what I mean?
What?
I feel we're giving the wrong guy credit. I think Cole Palmer today, yes, he had a good game, but there's another guy that I want to give a lot of credit that deserves some
Midfield.
credit. No,
Nicholas
Nick
Jackson.
Jackson. Nicholas
How
Jackson,
did I
in
know?
my opinion.
So
You know what I mean?
predictable.
You know what I mean? Again, clinical
We
as
had a good
It
usual.
was
game.
a tap
I
in.
mean, great. It's
I
not even
said it
just
was a
about the goal.
time.
It's not just about the goal. I think for me,
yeah.
the way for example, he created actually Palmer's first offside goal, and if you actually looked at the way he did that, bro, it was amazing play. He literally had Dan Burn literally on ropes. Burn literally was like so tricky. He was coming in as deep as with him into the field. He was turning him, making sure stuff happened in the first half. And honestly, man, I think we talk a lot about how good Palmer is as a player, and he is a good player, and he did a lot of good stuff today. But like Nicolas Jackson for me today, honestly, top performance from him, bro. You know what I mean? That's nothing that I can really take away from him. And also, man, big up to my guy Reece James today. He looked a lot competent, played his full first 90, played as a left back, played as a right back. You know what I mean? With literally showing you, man. You know what I mean? El Capitano behavior. You know what I mean? Was it
El
so?
Capitano.
You know what I
Cal,
mean?
you gonna say
You know what I
something
mean?
or am I? Whoa,
All I have to
wait
say
up.
is
Come
Whoa.
on, here,
that,
man.
guys, let
Ahmed,
him enjoy, because that's only his 5th game being captain in 2 years. So let him enjoy.
Ahmed, this was so. For Ahmed, he had to switch from English to Spanish to
There we go,
express
man.
his satisfaction.
That was after, you know, right? In general, I think obviously,
Literally, quite literally.
listen, at the end of the day, I'm happy. I told you guys are going to win the game. Yeah, it was a little bit more squeaky bomb time than I expected. But at the end of the day, boys, we got the 3 points, and that's what we need to do. And I said this before: if you want us to be getting top 4, these are the games you just got to win. You just got to win them and keep it pushing. Simple as that.
Yo, Ahmed, can I ask you a question, bro?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Bro, like, do you really think Jackson is better than Nkuku centre forward?
I think maybe the argument about him maybe being more clinical. I think that's a good. I think in Nkuku probably you could make the argument Nkuku's more clinical. But I think as a striker overall and what is expected of him to be done, I think Jackson is much better than him in my personal opinion. I see Nkuku more so as a secondary striker. He's more so like the guy that's the 10 guy that's like a number 2 striker. He needs like a partner almost. I would argue.
What
But
I'll say
wouldn't
is
you
that
you play? Sorry, go on, boys. Sorry.
what I'd say is that from what I've seen is from Nkunku at Chelsea, and bear in mind, obviously, he had the mad injury, right? So
Exactly.
Let it slide a little bit. But Jackson versus both their performances at Chelsea, I think Jackson has performed better. And even last season, you know, I don't want to. Not everyone knows I was on streams last week with Andrew and Ahmed and various Chelsea fans. I hate Chelsea, right? No, I don't. There are no qualms. I dislike Chelsea. They're
Same old
United, therefore,
Chelsea, always
yeah,
cheating.
yeah. But they've actually got likable players, and one of the players who I pointed out at the start of the season, I think there's something there, and I think he's likable. I think Palmer's likable. Is Jackson, and I said there's something there. And if he obviously got loads of stick. He got loads of stick last season for missing his chances, and rightfully so. But he is a young kid, and he's rising to the occasion this season, and I'm really happy for him actually, because whenever young players get a lot of stick and they come back and they prove themselves, I think we should all be happy for them to some extent. I mean, as the football romantic in us should probably be a little bit like that.
Do you know what? Forget the football romantic. For me, like whenever I watch Nkuku come on the pitch. No, forget that. Honestly, I understand what you're saying. It's like, you know what, it's good to see someone turn it around. I fully get it. Like, it's good to see someone turn it around and come through and prove everybody wrong. I get that. But for me, when I watch Nkuku, even off the left, he just looks dangerous and he looks clinical. And I would love to see Jackson playing left and Nkuku up front. I'm a Man United fan, so I'm just saying, Ahmed, like, what do you think about that? Because for me, I'm watching on the outside looking in.
I think Nkuku in the 9, I don't think he can necessarily work in the EPL. That's just my personal opinion.
But for me, he's better on the ball and he's a better finisher than Jackson.
I think for me, the problem for me is Nkuku is better as a 10 doing what he can do. I think he's much better in that 10 role. That's where he works. That's where he's probably the best.
All right. Are you looking to put him in that 10 role over Palmer?
The reality would be the reality is the Palmer's playing there, right? So unless you're going to shift Palmer onto the right and then you bring him in, but as you've seen, Palmer's looking even more better, in my personal opinion, than he did on the right when he's playing centrally. So that's why you're in a tough spot in that when it comes to.
But then what are you going to do with Felix? Because Felix is there as well.
Listen, that's the manager's headache. That's the manager's headache.
Let me say this about Felix and all these other guys. They're squad players, really and truly. They're all squad players. Welcome Jay. He's not hiding. Big up Jay.
Hey Jay, what did I tell you? What did I tell you?
Is he?
One second. Before you guys cook him, I'm just gonna say this one thing on Chelsea. Enzo Fernandez, get used to sitting on the bench. Because Lavia, Caicedo, Cole Palmer, I've been saying this. That was my hot take to start the season. My hot take to start the season was Enzo Fernandez will be nothing but bench fodder for the rest of the season. And that was my hot take. And it's now come to conclusion.
Lavia, that's quality.
Chelsea deserve a lot of credit.
You can't last longer than 45 minutes.
They did what they did. Their midfield looks solid. Their defense still needs a lot of work. Somebody sent me a picture of what Chelsea looks like. You know those Uggs boots, slippers? You know the
So,
Ugg boot slippers with the front where it's like the furry front that's closed. It's a nice front, but then the back is wide open. That's what Chelsea is right now. So until they figure out what's going on at the back, they're gonna struggle to win and continue to win on a consistent basis. But
I'm not a fan of
defensively,
that analogy. I'm not a fan of that analogy.
if
Comparing
you
it
see
to
the
Spurs.
if you listen,
open at the back.
I
Pause.
understand. Guys. I understand. I'm in my car. It's kind of difficult to understand everything I'm saying. I would usually show you images, but you get the point. But
We
yeah.
get it.
At
Anyways,
the end
Jay,
of
what
the
are you
day,
saying?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Before
We're
Jay,
switching straight to your game.
Wait.
Wait.
Before
We're
Jay,
done with Chelsea.
yeah. But before
Yeah,
Jay
you
starts,
guys want to talk more about Chelsea's win?
Fuck all,
Yeah, I mean,
No, Agal. With all due
Fuck.
respect, bro, I don't mind actually discussing each and every win or loss today. Like, I'm down. If you don't want to actually dissect you lot's performance, especially Man United, because I have a lot to say on my club. But if you guys want to go in, like, hey, Jay, you should be in prison right now.
One second.
We're not that kind of show, bro.
1 second.
Like,
Yeah. But we gotta. One
I think
second.
you took a wrong turn from Terry Flewis or Kaz never about.
Nah.
Yeah.
Chill.
You
1
turned
second,
up.
guys.
Hey, Jay, I appreciate you turning up.
Guys.
You didn't reply in the chat, but you turned up.
Listen to
Alhamdulillah,
the
you're
super
here.
chat. Guys, let me read the super chat. What do you call it? Palmer FC, Arsenal will beat Chelsea in 2 weeks. Jackson is better than Nkunku. Nkunku is overhyped and is not even Chelsea's top 3 attackers.
That's tough. That's a bit.
I think.
Oh no, that's Jay Fuego, bro. This is my guy, bro. No. I don't know what this guy's talking about.
Yeah.
This is the guy that. Nah, bro.
Nah, I think
This guy's. He's salty.
I think he is Chelsea's one of Chelsea's top 3 attackers. Like, that's literally no
100%.
denying that, right? And also, again, this idea of
You know what? I don't know if he is.
Big up Jay Fuego.
Is he
Football
better
Locker
than
Room banter.
Jackson
Big him up.
Palmer?
It's
Is he better than Jackson Palmer?
It's Jackson Palmer and Nkunku. Literally, that's what it was.
No. Is he better than Neto? Is he better than what do you call it? Madueke? Is he better
in terms of
as a centre forward? Yeah, as a centre forward, I believe he is.
In terms of goal scoring and what he's provided so far, I would say Nkunku is, yes. So far,
Madueke has been
bro,
better.
this guy's a finisher. You don't see what he's been doing in front of goal when he gets an opportunity, and on the ball, he's technically sound.
I think for me, Igal, it's just about form. If you're talking about form, right now he's top 3 right now. Yes, like I think we're being very disingenuous to say that, in my personal opinion. But big up to our brother.
I rate him, Ahmed. Bro, Ahmed, I rate him
too. I rate him too. That's why I'm saying it's a bit. I think we're being a bit too much on that one still.
Guys, I didn't want to spend too much time on Chelsea, but let Vader and Jay and Rack say what they got to say before we move on.
Yeah.
He's making comments about Chelsea. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be even. I'll just want to give my take. Chelsea got a win. I mean, everybody looked at it to see, how well they were going to perform, and we also wanted to see how Newcastle were going to play. So, I think it was interesting to see who had to step up to deliver on the result, deliver on the win, right? And the same thing, I'm always going to have my eye on Cole Palmer. Everybody wants to remind me that I made a mistake letting him go to Chelsea. I should have charged more.
Are you scouting him?
Hey, am I scouting him?
Come on.
No. But
sure?
the door is
Bro, he's
open.
gone, bro. He ain't coming back, man. He left you dusty blues. I went to another set of blues. But his aim is to come back to one set of reds.
Dusty Blues. I'm top of the league, mate. What are you talking about? With regards to Cole Palmer, he's
Beta, you are such a nice guy, bro.
Yo,
it's nothing
guys,
personal,
we're never going to get to the next section if you don't let him
leaves,
finish. Let him finish.
When Pep leaves and still sees Ten Hag over there, I'm going to be calm. With regards to and Cole Palmer, he's playing well. He's playing really nice. And I have to point out, it's all nice and rosy right now because it's early days for Chelsea. I don't know whether they're claiming phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, but it's early
I agree
days.
with that. I do agree with that, yeah.
When the expectations kind of change and other clubs look at Chelsea to be true threats, and when players are looking over their shoulders and saying, you know what, this is what I'm contributing. I'm coming onto this pitch. I'm delivering assists and goals, and I'm being paid less than some of these other stars at my own club. It's going to be interesting over at Chelsea because they have the luxury of everybody just trying to prove themselves. Let's see what happens when the expectations change because Cole Palmer is actually paid less than the man that Igal said needs to hold bench He's paid less than that Fernandez cat. He's paid less than Timo Werner over at Jay's club. And that's not going to sit well with a Cole Palmer that's a star in this league. So, good win. We'll see what happens moving forward. And I'm going to continue to keep my eye on him.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think Palmer would wait around for that as well. His mentality is I should be the top earner, and I don't see him earning less than anyone there that's not actually putting in the minutes.
Yo,
So, yeah,
he's come back with a response. He said he thinks Palmer, Felix, Madueke, Neto, and Jackson. I think to not have Jackson second is wild.
Ooh.
And also, I would say, listen, I'm a big Felix fan, but I don't know why Felix is second here. What? Listen, we can't be hyping up goals against Palawan.
Yo, you know what? No, I ain't too mad at that. But
You know what
Palmer
I mean?
off the right. No, wait. How are you gonna do this? So what? Wait. Neto off the left. Palmer CAM. Madueke off the right. Wait. How's it? Wait. Palmer central.
No, this is a ranking, bro. This is a ranking.
No, he's ranking them. This is not a team.
Yeah,
he's
ranking them. Who's the best baller?
Who's the best attacker?
I think he's basing it based on aesthetics.
No, you can't say Palmer is better than physically attacking one-on-one than Madueke. Madueke one-on-one, he's a
Nah, bro. Cole Palmer's clear of Madueke. We're just talking about
on the ball. No, but what we're talking about then? What we talking about? What's it?
Okay. Don't be that guy who says Danny Welbeck is a better footballer than Mo Salah. Let's not do that.
No, we ain't doing that. I've never done that. I've never done that before in my life.
No, I'm talking about a certain somebody. Anyway,
Listen, let's talk about the guy. Yeah, that I said and he said it was very rude of me to say. It's very Spursy of Spurs.
Yo, Jay, you are so lucky. Today, I'm not home and I can't clip you up and post it, but I did post it on Twitter.
Bro, listen. I have no issue saying that my team should go to winless Crystal Palace and win. I don't see that as a, oh my God, we got you. I'm like, this team doesn't have a fucking win. Yeah, having confidence in your team to go somewhere and win when that team doesn't have a win all season is not. Facts. To me, I don't see that as clip worthy. People will be like, Jay, man, no, like appalling. What do you mean? Like, we've lost to a team that hasn't won a game this season. That's terrible. So obviously,
how would you describe it? How would you describe that?
Say it.
How would you describe that? Because Ahmed said it was.
Like, do you want to know what it is? Yeah, there's two things that I was looking back and I was like, I'm quite good at analyzing stuff, and I think that those two things that I misjudged in my analysis of when I was going into this game to have such.
I like that self-reflection. That's good.
Yeah, of course. One is Palace in most games this season have been quite in it. You know what I mean? They've only really lost by 1 goal in most games. Palace. Yeah, whilst losing the games, they've not been getting battered. So I didn't really look at that when I saw it. Second is Spurs' away record is terrible. Yeah, our away record under Ange in the last, let's say, 15 plus games last season, this season, terrible. And the thing for me is that, like, obviously, if I'm looking at the team to make improvements and to develop, I have to expect that to improve. So if I'm looking at the games we played, Brighton lost. Yeah. Today, Palace lost. Newcastle lost. So Leicester drew. Do you know what I mean? We've only beaten an average Man United team away from home. So for me, I guess a lot of this as well, when I'm predicting Spurs have got to wipe Palace and things, it comes down to the fact that if you can't beat Leicester and you can't beat Palace, and you're also losing to Brighton's and you're losing to, it's like, who can you beat? Like, what are we doing here? And that to me is where I think a lot of my confidence for the game came into, was that I didn't really want to think that we can't be beating these teams right now. But that's actually the truth. We can't. And you have to have a certain level of self-reflection and be like, shit, actually, this team we're too easy to play against.
Where's your confidence at right now, Jay?
My confidence has always been like the Europa League is the most important trophy for us this season. It's our best run. It's missing some big teams. Like, we should really be going all out. No issue with that. My problem is what I noticed now. For example, Son didn't play, and we have good players, but it's just I think Conte said it well, and obviously timing wise and his approach and stuff, I'm not down with. But in terms of what like the players want to play when it's easy, like that's a big thing for me. Like there's in this game, I don't know because obviously everyone's watching different games, but
I watched it.
Yeah, Palace dragged this game into a fight. Palace made this game a fight, a scrap, just pressing. And Spurs let us get drawn into that game. And then Spurs playing out from the back was so poor today. So
Shocking.
poor. And
Van de Ven, what was he doing? He was having a shocker all day.
That's
Can I ask
you? When you do these games, looking at these games, Brighton, Udogie, first goal for Brighton. What's he doing? Van de Ven.
Jay, sorry, man. With all due respect, bro, you had so much confidence going into this game, and you expected your team to better the opposition. Like, come on,
bro. But he was expecting his team to beat a team that's undefeated.
I've explained to you, to the panel, why I had confidence going into Palace.
But can I? All right. Yeah, but okay, so
it doesn't bother me one iota. If you're gonna try and cook my team.
Can I
into Palace?
I want to ask you a question.
Don't cook me,
bro. You got smoked. Hey, bro, you got smoked by Croydon FC, bro.
To listen to you, I didn't even know you were gonna be. I didn't come on this show to listen to you. I came on here to express my opinion about Tottenham. Maybe listen to some of the other panelists, and then that's it. So
let's go there.
I'm glad you're here, Jay.
If you want to say something, you can say something.
Right. I'm glad you're here as well.
I'll pass it over. Yeah.
Yo, Jay. I'm just gonna simply say this. Let me just say this.
You came in, interrupted me, trying to be doing. Oh, Jay, with all due respect, no, bro. Let me.
No, Jay, I've been calling you out, bro. I'm like, bro, yeah, Man United lost. I've been getting a lot of smoke.
Where's your great news today?
1 second, guys. 1 second. 1 second. He's about to lose his mind. I just want to say this.
I'm fine.
I just want to say this. Van de Ven deserves a lot of smoke. One, I thought he should have got a red card for his incident where he took the man down.
No chance.
I think he should have got a red card. The player was through on goal. He brought
it's all love, man.
That's a red card. Number two, playing out the back was shocking. But the worst thing of them all, the worst thing of them all was there was people criticizing Arsenal for not starting Ethan because Tottenham started Mikey Moore. Now, I'm not criticizing Mikey Moore's performance. I'm just simply saying you guys did not end up winning the game. So playing the youth and not winning, Tottenham are able to play the likes of Mikey Moore and give him an opportunity in these games. And the result doesn't really negatively affect your season because if you go on to win the Europa League.
Well, it does, Igal, because the thing is that it's easy to lower expectations.
Expectations are different, though. That's what I'm saying.
And you guys can dive in on this. It's like, for me, it's like I said before, you'll probably notice a different tone in terms of how I talk about my team this season versus last season.
You feel very humble again.
Because I said last season was free swing. This season is not. Like last season we finished 5th. I have a base set of expectations. We're not meeting them at the moment. We're just.
But let me rebuttal. You just said you care about the Europa League more than the league.
Yeah, but the thing is that
it's an opportunity to win a trophy.
Exactly.
It's an opportunity to win a trophy.
It's a winnable competition. That's what
exactly.
he's saying.
And it guarantees UCL.
Exactly. So the ends will justify it. As soon as I'm looking in this competition now, and after Leicester, and then after we played Arsenal at home and we lost to them with no Odegaard, no Rice, I was like, okay, we're not as good as I think we are. Do you know what I mean? And from that moment,
no, because you thought you bridged the gap.
Pick yourself up for acknowledging that and actually speaking about it, bro.
No, but he's been saying that. He's honest.
The only reason why I spoke, Jay, is because when you were speaking about Palace, and I was thinking, bro, Palace have a good
19th place Palace with no wins. Like, with all due respect, and that's how I should be speaking about them. Like, we'd won.
I do get that, but bro, everybody struggles against Palace. Palace is not an easy win, guys.
You know what the issue is, though. You know what the issue is. I will say this to Jay. Like, I think for me, last season we had the same issue when we had Poch, for example, where these games where we were thinking we should be able to beat them, whether it be a Crystal Palace, whether it be some of these low bottom half teams, right? We essentially bowl them. Like, obviously, in our case,
it's not an easy place to go to.
No. But the point I'm trying to make here, I always felt, for me personally, was most an issue that we had with our with the way we came into the game and the mentality that our players went into.
Oh no, 100%,
the game.
100% Spurs and 100% Chelsea
Yo, Em,
can beat
let him
Palace.
finish. Let him finish so you can rebuttal afterwards.
So the point I actually want to ask Jay, like, this is my question to him, is that I feel like Angia, he's a good manager. I like to believe that he's bringing these guys with the right vision and mentality to each game. Why do you think what do you think here is going on there? What's the error there? If you got me,
So,
I'm not gonna. I don't want to do the stupid Spurs stuff.
No,
I do think there's an actual.
See, my thing is, it's a good question because you have to be like, okay, why? Like Spurs obviously play good football, and I think from my point of view now, when Spurs are playing this kind of football, they've gone. The underlying numbers are good, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
But the players are making mistakes now. The players are making stupid, dumb mistakes consistently. And I think you can make the argument that the way Spurs play, your mistake tolerance is very, very low for defenders. Very low. You make a mistake, it's a goal. Yeah, you give the ball away when you pass out, it's a goal. And it's not, I don't want to make excuses because all teams are.
No, it's true. It's true.
It's more like I say, okay, Tottenham, at this moment, from the moment we played Leicester away, and you played Newcastle, you played Brighton, you played United, you played Crystal Palace. Now you've shown us who you are now so far, Tottenham. Like I have an understanding of what this team is now based on these, and I wanted to give them opportunities, like against Brighton, like against Palace today, to say I 100% believe in you. I 100% think you're going to win this game. Like, you have to win this game because it's so important to the trajectory of the season. And then you go and lose. And then the manner you lose against Brighton, the manner you lose against Palace, you have to then say, listen, from my point of view, there's a very real chance we'll finish 7th/8th. Yeah? because for me, it's like, okay, for us to finish above 7th, okay, we're not picking up points away from home. Right? So that means you'd have to win all your home games and you get what? 57 points. We've already dropped points at home. So let's say Spurs can get to 48 points at home. That's let's not even go there. Let's say 48 points.
That would be exceptional as well.
That would be exceptional as well, yeah.
Exactly.
So let me say 46. Yeah, I'll say 46, right? So 46 points, yeah, that's pure 10th place. Yeah. So then it's like, how many points are you adding away from home? At the moment,
realistically, 70 points roughly to get top 4. I would say.
Right now, Jay, you're right. You need to look at Europe as your main outlet to try to get Champions League football. And in the league, you just need to be able to get a level of consistency to build for the following future.
At this stage, I'd be
Could Ange be sacked, though?
No, because the thing is that
you can't do that.
Is that you have to follow the path. Like the thing, like,
he's a top manager.
I honestly
I'm not gonna lie.
One second. I honestly believe your management. It could take 3 or 4. It could take 3 defeats from now till January, and he could be facing the hot seat and be out the job.
Do you know what the issue is, though, Igal? Yeah, I think it could be a possibility that maybe he gets it. But the problem is, if that happens, it's because the players are letting Ange down, in my past opening, because he is setting them up to beat these teams. Like, maybe you can make an argument about a game or two, but he's actually setting them up to beat these teams. It is literally the guys on the field now that are not, finishing, either making clumsy mistakes themselves or not finishing the job. But these days, I
feel like some of the players on the pitch think they're better than they are. That's a feeling I get sometimes.
Jay, that's big, bro. Can you touch on that a bit more, bro? Like which players and who?
I mean, I don't want to dig the players out, but I mean,
because bro, I feel the same way about the Man United players, Jay. So we can relate.
Well, yeah.
Are you talking about the centre back?
Trust me.
Misery looks. Listen,
are you talking about James Maddison?
Yeah? No, it's more about like if you don't run. In the Premier League is not a league you can ever win games if you don't run. Yeah, and my thing against Palace, against Brighton in the second half, like if you like to play when the conditions are good, yeah, it's like great. But as soon as it's rainy, windy, opposition super physical, mentally to check out or not check out, just think we've got enough quality to beat them. It's something you have to. so many managers understand that you can't win a game unless you work hard. And I was watching this game, we weren't doing the same level of pressing. We weren't focused. I genuinely think there was an element of, we're going to beat Palace, as in we're they're down here. And when you look at it and say Spursy and stuff like that, I don't like the term because I feel all clubs are capable of, losing games, dropping points, blah, blah, blah. But it's difficult to ignore. Like, when you guys saying before the game, well, if we do this and that and this, it's going to be like that. And I'll be like, no, of course, I'll defend my club and say, come on, guys, that's not going to happen. This team has literally not won a game in 8 games. Yeah. So why are they going to select? And it was their best performance of the season too. But if teams keep putting in good performances against you, you have to look at what correlation is not causation. Just because Tottenham happen to be the team that all these teams are doing really well against doesn't mean that we're the reason why they're doing really well. But it is something for me to observe and be like, because Leicester looked decent when they played us. And in other games, I've seen teams kind of not dominate them for 90 minutes, but,
put a sword to them.
Just very, very, Do you know what I mean? That's the only way I can really define how I'm feeling at the moment.
I just want to say to Chaz and anybody who's messaging me who wants to join, I literally am on my phone. I can't send you the link, and we're just gonna keep a closed panel today. But guys, we have spoken. We have spoken for about 15 minutes about Chelsea. We have spoken about 15 minutes about Spurs. So I think
any points on Tottenham, by the way, before you move on, because
I
have given a little soliloquy.
Just about the Europa League. I looked at the Europa League, right, and obviously this season the thing is you don't have teams dropping down from the Champions League, and I looked at and all these teams are definitely beatable by Spurs. Spurs should really serious to be looking to win that. Probably you've got Lazio are top of that group. Roma are also in there.
Bro, can we add Man United to that chat for how you're talking? Because I feel like we're in the same category. So I would like you to add us to that.
I think Man United is slightly better than Spurs.
No way.
No, come on.
I can't.
Jay.
They're the only team.
Guys, I'm trying to be silent because I understand Jay's pain. But what I really want to say is, Jay, you have not experienced half. You're a glass half full type of guy. I'm a glass half empty. That's where we're at. But you have no idea where we are at compared to where you are at your performances, and for me,
you guys were all right today, bro. The first half, you could have been like 3 or 4 goals up.
100%.
Diego Dalla,
it's not about
how
us.
did he miss that?
Guys, it's not about us. I just want to touch on Tottenham, and I've been staying silent, but I just want to say, like, for me, I believe that your manager is a top manager. I do believe that some of the players are letting him down, but I don't believe your squad quality in depth and your starting lineup can do what this manager wants. So I don't think you should sack your manager, Jay. I don't fall into that trap. I'm warning you as a fellow friend. Don't do that. Don't start. I believe that you're playing better football than Man United right now and my team. But at the same time, bro, like your squad is not that great. You've got good individual players, but
no, but bro, these guys know I'm not a knee-jerk kind of guy. I already mentally have given the manager the season. You can be like, obviously progress isn't linear. It can be like up and down and stuff, but I'll look at Palace. Bro, it is now, but I'm a glass half full guy, but I'm also not gonna ignore facts. Yeah. And our away form,
I'm a glass half full guy.
Games. Our away form of the last 18 games is shocking. Yeah.
But Jay, like, with all due respect, yeah, when you look at this summer and the players that you have brought in, I don't believe that you've backed Ange to the maximum. I believe the next year, I believe in, the next transfer window, I think you should give him one more year because I believe he's a top manager and he's able to control games and play attacking football and, the stuff that I would love to see my manager have the balls to do. Your manager's doing with a, in my opinion, a worse squad. Jay, your squad is worse than ours, but you're playing better football than ours.
Before I leave it, but what I would add here is that Again, is that down to him or is that just down to the board maybe not backing him with the right players that maybe that
Oh,
are
bro,
needed?
Bro,
that,
one second.
You know what I mean?
Ange has been the most backed manager
Yeah, but no,
since
but the thing is,
Tottenham
nah,
look
have
at the
been
I
plays
don't,
he's been
nah.
backed
Since
with.
Mikel
Look at the
Arteta.
Nah.
plays he's been backed with, though. You know, the
Do you know what, guys?
Ange has
Ask
spent
Jay.
400
Ask
million
Jay
in
this
2 years,
question.
mate.
Jay knows the answer.
Ange
Ask
spent
Jay
400
this
million in 2
question.
years.
No, but still, 400
Bro,
million
the
in 2
man spent
years.
400 million in 2 years.
What, bro? He spent 400 million in 2 years, bro. Is that how?
Yeah, I'm
I think.
shocked.
Well, first of all, he spent that in like a year and a bit, right? So
No,
it's
but
like,
I'm including Kulusevski, Romero's deals getting finished, and obviously it's a
why
little
would
bit.
you include? Why would you
I
No,
include
did
because
that?
they
not.
officially got
Yeah.
finished. They
Why would you
officially
do
got.
There you go.
One second.
Arsenal bias.
One second. They officially got finished. They officially
Gals,
got
hey,
finished
you
that the
gotta give
year
it
that
to
he
a gal.
joined.
Yeah, I was familiar with your accountancy game, I must
Yeah,
say.
One second, but that's how it works, though. They
Oh,
were
yeah.
actually signed in that window. It's like David Raya. He was signed this window, even though we signed him on loan the year prior. But guys, enough about Tottenham and Chelsea. Jay, you got off the hook. If you want to go, you can go. But we're going to be talking about Arsenal, Liverpool.
I'm gonna swing off for a second, but I'll be listening because the Arsenal Liverpool game was good. I'll just say you guys played well in the first half anyway. Don't know why the terrorismo bus parking came up in the second half. You should have kept going. But yeah,
When your defense completely reshuffles.
when your defense is like that, what do? You should attack them, shouldn't you? Keep the pressure off them.
No, Jay, Arsenal, they put a good performance in, man. For me, like, believe it or not, I said it in the chat, Jay. I said I would prefer Liverpool to win it over Arsenal because I know.
Do you not think in the second half Arsenal put the handbrake on a little bit?
Yeah, yo, if you want me to
Yeah,
talk
but
about the
like,
game, let me 1 second. Let me introduce the game before we talk
bro,
about
for the
it.
first 60 minutes, they put it on Liverpool.
Yeah,
Like,
guys.
Liverpool was nowhere to be. Bro, mother's life, I swear in the Holy Quran, yeah, I saw Nunes playing centre back.
Bro,
What?
the thing is, people thought because Arsenal
No, he
have not
was.
been
He was
looking.
playing CDM.
1 second, people thought because Arsenal were not looking so good and Liverpool were flying in the top of the league that they were going to come to our house and treat us like Manchester United. That's what some people were saying online. Anybody who knows football knows it doesn't matter what. What the
A gal. You
Hey,
can't
1
just say that.
second.
Expect me to be
1 second.
quiet.
1 second, bro. My speaker came on. I had to slow down.
No,
'cause the
but
radio was
Manchester
coming in.
United. Why are we the reference?
No, because they came to your house and slapped you around.
Who?
What?
Manchester
Oh,
City,
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Oh, bro.
Liverpool come to your house all the time and beat you convincingly. That's why.
All
Anyways,
the time.
bro.
Well, okay.
By the way,
Right.
Arsenal have
It's
not.
not all the time.
1 second.
Twice.
By the way, Arsenal have not lost to Liverpool in the league for over 2 years. For over 2 years, we've not lost to Liverpool in the league. For over 2 years, we've not lost to Tottenham in the league.
Excuse
For
me.
over 2 years,
No, that's
for
not
over 2
fair.
years, we've not lost to Manchester United in the league. Against Big Six teams, we don't lose recently. The way we've been playing against Big Six teams, either we win or we get a draw. And in this game, first half, we were winning. We were in the driving seat. We were the good team. Bukayo Saka doing his job.
You were.
Set pieces, and we were threatening even without set pieces. Martinelli was looking good. Saka was looking good. Robertson got cooked. But the situation for me changed the moment we had Timber and Gabriel Magalhaes go out. Those two injuries massively reshifted our defense. It made us a lot more defensive. It made us a lot more cautious because I don't think Mikel Arteta trusted the defenders in the back line. When you don't have Saliba, Gabriel, or Timber, and you're playing Maz Lewis Skelly, a 17-year-old, you're playing Kivior, and you're playing Ben White out of position from where you have Thomas Partey as your right back. Guys, complete makeshift back line. So I understand why, to a certain degree, we weren't as confident going forward. And also, it was deservedly so, because the one time we went forward, what happened to us? Trent Alexander-Arnold, one ball over the top to Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez makes the right decision, plays the ball into friggin' things feet, and wow. I was
No, but
very
Gal, you guys
disappointed. I was very
Dominated
disappointed.
them, bro.
I was very disappointed. In the end, I think Liverpool leave the game happy with the draw. I think Arsenal leave that
Yeah.
game feeling like it's a loss. And the worst thing of them all, you guys know I always talk about referee decisions. I'm consistent, win, lose or draw, whatever the team
Hold
is.
on.
I
Refereeing
M
decision. Is
M
that
M
Marino goal
M
or goal? Because
M
I saw
bro
someone offside.
M my brother. Let me finish, please. I have a problem with two
No
decisions in
one.
this game. Kanate, if you want to say the Kanate one was not a penalty, fair. I'll let that slide. The main issue I have is final moment of the game. That third goal went into the back of the net, but the ref blew the whistle before the ball went through the net, and his reasoning was he's seen a foul. I ask all of you guys, what was the foul? Was the foul Havertz? Was the foul Kivior jumping to the ball before Curtis Jones could get to it? Where was the foul?
That
Where
was
is the
no foul.
foul?
That was no foul.
Where's the
That's
foul?
my. There was no foul there.
You can say I'm in my conspiracy theorist hat and all this
No,
bullshit,
no, no.
but
That was
this is
soft.
fucked
That
up.
was soft.
That is
That was
fucked up.
soft. It was
That was
soft.
fucked
It
up.
was soft. It was definitely soft.
Especially when we seen what happened to Manchester United earlier in the day with that penalty. What the
Thank
hell are we
you.
doing?
Well, big up a girl thinking that. Yeah, but I thought the same thing when I saw that. 100%. That
Even
was
Vader
soft as hell.
nodding. Vader, you agreed that was a goal, the third one.
Versus Liverpool, no, those tend to get called back. I remember Holland battling with Fabinho, a few plays a little bit beforehand, before the attack actually happened, and the shot on goal, a goal happens, they disallow it because of the continuous play that happened between Holland and Fabinho. It happens often versus Liverpool. I have to go back and
Often
watch it.
versus Liverpool. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It does to go back, and they went back to the series of play, not the goal itself. Man, it's a tough game. I think the way Arsenal fans fought. I'm gonna be real. Let me be real. No agendas, right?
Be real, Vader, as you do. I said on the last, don't lie. I said I never lie. So big yourself up.
Yeah, there's no line right now. When it comes down to this game, I was really impressed with the fight that I saw from Arsenal.
With Arsenal, right?
Of Arsenal, the fight from Arsenal, I was very impressed because again, and I give respect to Arteta with the mind games, with the not letting the press conference see everybody who's playing. That was smart. You're going to want to do that. Get whatever possible edge, because obviously you have some players and your squad's a little depleted. The fight that I saw was impressive. The thing that I always question, and Arsenal fans hated when I said this though, is I still think there's a level of bravery that needs to be played by you guys, whether you're home or away. I actually expect it when you're home. You should be playing your brand of football when you're home, even if you have to bring on a youngster, even if you have to bring on someone, a non-starter. But
they put it on Liverpool though. The first half, Liverpool were nowhere to be seen.
Once they went up 2-1, you saw a difference in how they played, and that's
true.
the thing.
And pragmatic.
You honestly, when you sometimes, and it sounds cliche, it sounds corny, but the best defense is often the best offense, because you got to keep the other team guessing.
I agree.
Make sure they don't commit as much forward.
They were settling for it. I agree. You asked for that. You asked for that second goal, bro. Like the way you stuck it on Liverpool, that first 60 minutes. I watched it with two Liverpool fans in my brother-in-law's house, and they're both Liverpool fans, and they were shitting it the whole game. You guys were dominating. I'm sitting there as a neutral, and I'm like, you guys are about to lose this game, you know? Like, where the hell was Diaz against Partey? Partey, bro, he's still in his pocket now.
Partey cooked him. Oh my god, the way Partey cooked him. But guys, I have a wonderful guest on the show who hasn't gotten to speak much yet. He went and got his milkshake, so let's talk to him. Or his tea.
Cup of tea, man. Milkshake.
Cup of tea. There you go. Who drinks tea out of a glass cup?
You know what? Someone who's 6 points clear of Arsenal. 5 points clear of Arsenal.
Go ahead, Rack. Go ahead. Do you agree Arsenal was the better team?
I think Arsenal marginally the better team. I don't think it was like a clear thing that Arsenal clearly deserved to win or Liverpool clearly deserved to win.
First 60 minutes, you got dominated.
Well, no. So I disagree. I think Arsenal
Nunes was
scored. And
playing
then,
centre mid and centre back.
one minute,
Your
one minute,
main
one minute, one minute.
striker was
Yo,
playing centre back and centre mid.
You're my brother. But
Relax,
wallahi, let him
relax.
finish. He hasn't
Just
said a word all
relax.
stream.
Okay.
I'm
So,
surprised you guys are being bare
no,
silent with this. You watched the same game I watched.
no, but we watched it through our own lens. So,
Oh, so where was Nunes
so,
playing? Where was Nunes?
so just because you have an attacker defending back, just like Saka, he runs back, he defends his fullback. Nunes was defending as well at times. You know.
All right, listen. If we saw
So,
Haaland,
so,
any other.
so.
All right, I'm
Anyway,
shutting up.
so
Go on, bro.
I thought Arsenal were marginally the better team, but I think it was pretty close. But honestly, I was really, really annoyed and really disappointed that we didn't take more from the game, because especially when Arsenal start losing their second centre back and their full back, and Partey's obviously a makeshift full back as well. We really needed to capitalise on that earlier and get the equalising goal earlier on, and then go in the last 15, 20 minutes with a chance of winning the game. Because I think at that point, if the issue that I have with Slot, and I've mentioned it a little bit before, but I don't want to be too harsh, because obviously he's just become manager of Liverpool recently, is sometimes people they label it as control, but it's just a little bit passive for me. And you could argue that I've been a little bit, spoilt with Klopp and Klopp's, proactive, aggressive front foot football. And there is a balance to be struck, but sometimes I feel like we drop off a little bit too much. And actually, you can control the game like Mourinho used to. You can control the game to some extent without the ball, by taking up good positions and being solid. But I felt it a little bit last week against against Chelsea, and I felt it again a little bit today. We dropped off, but we weren't really controlling it. I think Arsenal had opportunities to play through us, kind of like Chelsea did, and I think we would have benefited also from being more aggressive, being more like Klopp's Liverpool. Now, look, I'll give Slot a bit of a pass in the sense that yes, we have very good players, but maybe the players that he wants to enact his kind of finished version of his plan may be a bit different. But I felt Arsenal were there in the second half for the taking. And the fact that we didn't really lay much of a glove on them other than the goal, I think all Liverpool fans should be disappointed, because a draw, especially from when Gabriel and Timber go off, I think a draw is the absolute minimum that we should be looking to get from that game. And actually, I think I was disappointed we should have won. I was disappointed we didn't win.
Yeah.
And a loss would have been awful. Would have been really, really bad.
I just want to touch on Nunes and Robinson.
What's with you and Nunes? Why you keep attacking Nunes?
No, I don't. I actually no.
Vader, take this one for me, please.
No. Like, honestly, I don't actually think he's that much of a bad player. Like, I don't think he's that bad as much as other rival fans like to make out. I don't. But there's been a massive decline in Robertson. I'm not sure if Klopp has run him into the ground. He's only 30 years old.
Bro,
Like,
one
what the
second.
hell?
Why are we acting like Bukayo Saka doesn't cook everybody?
No, not just that. Not just no. Robertson's he got cooked by Madueke last week as well. So
Madueke
he's
is
not
one of the best
looking.
1v1. Madueke is one of the best 1v1. What do you call it? Dribblers in the league.
Okay, well, look, I'm not like picking. Look,
You're
all I'm
talking about
saying is
Chelsea. You're talking about Chelsea and Arsenal, who have quality players, and then the next player you're gonna mention is probably Savio or something. Next time he plays Man City. Let's be honest. These wingers
no.
are faster than Robertson. Robertson's a little bit older. He's still smart, positional wise. It's just Saka showed him which way he was going and ripped him. It happens. We see
No, but
defenders make
Robertson
mistakes all the time.
there's been a decline. Like, that's just my opinion. Like, maybe you can.
Yeah, we know that. We seen it last year.
It's a massive one here, but also Nunes. Let's just touch on today's game, right? You had zero outlet for the first 60 minutes. There was no outlet.
Yeah.
So can we touch on that? Like, what did you expect playing like that in the first 60 minutes?
The thing is, this is why I say sometimes we're a bit too passive. We don't always keep possession and play the ball around with the purpose that I think
But
we
you need
need.
an outlet.
And
Even
and
if you
some,
don't
and,
keep possession,
but also sometimes when you're playing the ball too slowly, then your because your outlet only appears for a certain period of time, and then usually they get covered off. Right, we're talking high end football. Your outlet isn't going to be available all the time, so you need to play the ball fast to your outlet or to different players around to create openings, to create opportunities to score. Sometimes I feel like we pass the ball around, but it's a little bit slow and a little bit laboured. And
You want to know
when you do
something,
that,
Rag?
you give the opposition a chance to get back in position. Like there were a couple of breaks that we had, but ultimately it didn't really come to anything because we just were slow on the ball and not purposeful enough. And this is why I
Or
feel like sometimes maybe we need a little bit more
or
aggressiveness.
okay, one second.
yeah,
I just want to before I bring in Vader, I'm just gonna say maybe you guys were the ones that said we're gonna be off the ball for majority of the game today, because you said to yourself, Arsenal at home. We have a good defense. They're going to break us down. We're going to hit them on the counter. I thought Liverpool took the defensive, what do you call it? The defensive strategy in this game and said they're going to use their counter attack. And it worked for the final goal. And Vader, here's where I disagree with you. You said that Arsenal were very defensive after we went 2-1 up. Yes, to a certain degree. But at the same time, they would have never scored their goal if we weren't in their box with three of our guys. Like we pushed a lot of people forward for that counter attack.
You also retreat after you went 1-0 up. You also retreated. You sat a lot deeper. I think that's a common tactic for after you
100%.
once you get the goal. Then and I think it's an absolutely
Because
legitimate
we're
tactic
the
to do
most
that.
vulnerable. We're the most vulnerable, or most people are the most vulnerable after they score a goal
but
because they gain
I
some
swear,
level of
Gabriel,
confidence.
Gabriel went off though.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in general. Anybody who scores a goal, that's when they're the most vulnerable of conceding a goal
That's
because
true.
they're
Yeah,
so because the
but you had a
team.
centre back go off, and I feel like when Gabriel went off, that's when everything
Yo,
changed.
I don't think you're hearing what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the injuries. I'm just simply talking about the psychology of a team conceding and
No, I agree with that. I'm
and then
saying I
immediately
agree
going
with
back
that.
and firing.
Yeah, that's normal. But plus, you had your another main centre back going off. I'm saying plus that.
Yeah. But no, but I'm saying Arsenal always gets criticized for our style of play. And to a certain degree, I hear it. It does come off as cowardice at times. It does come off as super defensive. But there's always some level of context. Today, I think Liverpool's context on giving Arsenal the ball makes sense. They don't believe our attack is that good. Maybe that was the
But
case.
you guys surprised me, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I
I
don't know why
predicted the
anybody's surprised.
2-2.
Bukayo Saka back in the team. Mikel Moreno in the team on the left side was cooking. We got Partey playing right back, looking really
Partey
solid.
right back, no Odegaard.
Ben White
Saka just
playing
come back
center
from
back for the
injury,
first
and
time
you
in
cooked
years.
Liverpool in the
I
first
don't
60
think
minutes.
people
Yeah,
realize. I don't
I'm
think people
surprised.
realize this. I said this on the terrace, and I just want to know. This game teaches you more about Arsenal because people talk about Arsenal squad depth. People talk about Arsenal being poor this season, and people have the audacity to say Arsenal is now out of the title race. They're
No, you're
saying we're
not out of
done.
the title.
Lee
You're not
Gunner,
out of the title.
Lee Gunner, and Troops have both said, write it off, season over.
Oh, they don't know football, then, bro. No, I wouldn't say that. I don't think anyone here would say that. No
Like
one on this
Troops is my
panel would say
guy.
that.
Lee Gunner, I've worked with him before, have a genuine understanding. But
No, I don't think you
how
lot are
can
done.
how can you guys throw in the towel after 9 game weeks? What the
Liverpool,
fuck?
today was the day for you lot to slump Arsenal and actually get it done. And a B, not a B side, but a weakened Arsenal side still was able to dominate you for 60 minutes and got a draw. So I'm not Liverpool. Arsenal can, bro. They're still in the picture, and they can cause problems to anyone, even Liverpool. I expected much
No.
much more from you
I
guys.
think
This question
one thing I want
for
to say, guys.
Jay.
Okay, I think a lot of people, or most people, probably say City are favourites for league,
They
and
are.
I think
They're top of the league by 5 points
but I think
1 point.
this may
from
be
us.
their argument. Their argument is City have done it for obviously the last 4 or 5 years, 4 years, sorry, and you're giving them a 5-point head start. Bear in mind, of course, you have fixture lists and all this kind of stuff. I think if City were, I don't think you can afford City to be too many more points ahead of you.
Believe it or not, Man City are going to drop points. They're not invincible.
I agree. The last few, and I've read up. I'm sure we're
Other
going to talk about
teams will
TV.
improve as
I think
well. I
their
don't think
recent
it's going to
performances
stay like
haven't
this.
been great. But I remember 2 seasons ago, I saw Arsenal putting in brilliant performance after brilliant performance, and I saw City putting in terrible performance after terrible performance. And I said that season, Arsenal are going to win the league. And what happened? City came back and won the fucking treble. So this is why I find it difficult to write them off. And if they've got a 5-point lead, I would say you can't afford that to grow much more.
All right, Vader. There's Arsenal fans right now saying the title race is over. What do you say to those Arsenal fans?
Come on,
I need to
go
hear
on, Vader. Say
hear
it.
the context.
Say it.
Hey,
It's all over, boys.
you
See
know
you
what?
next season.
Vader's funny, man. I swear that he had to laugh before he spoke.
No, I had to really deep the question. No, listen. Any fan that's saying the season's over after 8-9 games, like you didn't believe that your club, your team was going to win it anyways. If you're ready
I
to
agree,
quit after
man.
8-9,
You
didn't
didn't
believe
I
believe in the
agree.
first place.
But that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
Anybody calling? Remember what they said to the Arsenal? What Brendan said to the players, calling them pussies after we lost to you at the Emirates that day.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
story.
No, again, I remember Arsenal fans actually saying, when Odegaard got injured and when I think Rice got sent off, you were like, okay, bruv, 80% of my friends, forget fan base, were saying, you know what, title race done. Yeah, we're done. We'll still be the best of the rest, but title race done. And for me, I was like, bro, like, what? You guys are throwing away the league because of two players. One player's injured and one player's missing one game, and you're throwing it away. Oh, we've got City next. Bro, I'm like, your fan
Wallahi,
base
it's
is...
a loser mentality, and I get it. Vader, your team has people losing their shit. It is what it is.
Okay, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spill anything for future shows. But when you're playing when you're playing 8 or 9 games, you have to take the games as they come. You got to deal with the situations, and this is why early on I said I respect and I see the fight that Arsenal had because of the players missing. You had players missing, and you put up this fight versus Liverpool, and we can't poo-poo on Liverpool, right? Yes, it's a different manager, but the core of players showed that they were in a title race last year. They are very good, and they were healthier than you were, especially when you have Gabriel, part of your dynamic center back duo, and arguably Rax might disagree, but arguably the two best center backs in the league. The fact that you lost Gabriel and you started the game without a Saliba is huge. And you still played in a very dominant fashion. Now, we could go and look at minutes and see when you guys...
Big up Vader, man. Vader, I'm not going to lie. I big yourself up, man.
Yo, respect. So you can look at the minutes and see where you kind of taking your foot off the gas and all that kind of stuff. But
no, he knows ball, bro. He knows ball. Big him up.
I appreciate it. So the fight, hey Rax, stop doing that. Don't cover your face. The fight that I saw from Arsenal meant a lot in my eyes. Now when I'm looking at Liverpool,
same.
And I looked at how they played, and I was trying to see, again, trying to have some questions answered. I was like, you know what? They don't look as threatening as they should be versus this Arsenal team. Liverpool don't look to be the threats that many of us say that they're going to be in terms of this title race and the teams that they're going to be beat or they're going to beat moving on in the season because
they made them look like babies, bro. Liverpool, bro. They made Liverpool look like babies in that first 60 minutes.
They played too cautious. And again, we know what every manager does. Every manager looks at what the previous game is. They look at the 90 minutes. They look at what the team did against them, and they try to pick up elements of it. So how they moved in the midfield, I don't know if Rack has mad concerns, but their midfield did not look to be linked up. They didn't look.
You know what? This was the first time Gravenberch looked like he did last season.
Yes. And I'm not just putting that on Liverpool not being
fair. Everyone looked like they were in no man's land. Like for 60 minutes.
Was McAllister playing? I never noticed him.
Bro, everyone, like the way Arsenal was pressing them, controlling the ball. Everyone was sitting so deep for Liverpool. In outside, bro, they were controlling the play, pushing the play, aggressive. They were dominating Liverpool. That's what I watched. I don't know what you lot watched.
I haven't been on too many Liverpool podcasts or heard anything How many players are people actually bigging up from Liverpool's team off the back of this performance? Besides
Bro,
Trent, Diaz,
Partey
and
pocketed Diaz like completely. Like
The
Trent,
trouble
he
is,
came
One
alive in the
second.
last 10.
Let me
Van
hear
Dijk.
from Rack because I want to know from Rack's perspective. Is there any players you're bigging up this game?
I thought Kanate had a good game.
He
He
did.
was he
Van
was
Dijk.
he was solid. He when he needed to cover, I think there was a couple of times when Martinelli was arguably outpacing him, but his upper body strength and basically his strength won out, and Martinelli couldn't get past him. He got his body in front of the ball. Half the time, if you're not a quick enough defender, as long as you get your body in front of the ball and can protect it, that's all you need to do. And I thought he had a good game. I thought Van Dijk was good as well.
Can you touch on Jones, please? Because everybody keeps licking his ass like he's the next best thing, but I don't see nothing great. But clearly, you might be able to tell me something different.
He's an
Jones
academy
was
player,
good.
bro.
Jones was good last
No,
week.
but
I think none of our midfield stood out and had amazing games today. I thought they were all okay, but again, this is why I say I don't think none of them were terrible. But I expect us to dominate games because that's what we've done. That's the way we've approached games in the last 9 years, and I feel that we've stepped back from that a little bit in terms of the way we set up tactically.
I always
And
expected that.
and well, yeah, maybe, but I think we've gone a little bit too far back. I think there's times when you need to be more aggressive. Like for example, after Arsenal scored, then you guys retreated back a little bit, and that was the time for us to be more aggressive. I understand you have weapons and dangerous weapons you want to hit on the counter attack, but and especially in the second half. First of all, we're obviously a goal down, but second of all, you had massive deficiencies, or a far from
right.
full strength backline. We should have taken advantage of that. That was an opportunity, and it was an opportunity missed, unfortunately.
Fair enough.
That's why I'm disappointed.
I'm
Right,
gonna have
like,
to. I'm gonna have to move on, brother.
yeah.
I'm trying to wrap up the show. So there's two more topics to discuss. First of all, City won their game. Erling Haaland. I don't know how he scored from that position, almost basically seated on the
Inevitable.
floor. And Ramsdale terrible defending as a goalkeeper. But the main talking point coming out of this game, Rack, is not only Man City winning with the 1-0 lead, but there's a couple controversial calls that people are talking about, and they're just wondering, like, what do you think about the inconsistencies in referees and sometimes slightly favoring Man City? Because now this is 2 games in a row where people are questioning refereeing decisions slightly favoring your team.
Uh,
One, fouls getting called back. Two, players
Are we really
delaying
talking about
restarts.
this, bro? Are we really
People
doing this now?
players
This,
players
this
delaying
needs another
restarts
whole
and
hour.
not thing. And then after that, you can of course speak about your team's performance and how happy you are.
God
and
damn.
I thought me or Vader.
Vader,
Vader,
understand,
sorry.
Guys. As much as you guys want to laugh
I
and
love
joke
how Rat
around,
point was about him
let's be
though.
honest.
Yo,
Let's be
chat,
honest.
you heard it. Yeah,
One
he got
second.
sweating. He was sweating there.
Brother, please let me just finish. You're my guy. Wallahi, you've been doing this a lot the whole show. Allow it, please.
Sorry, I can see the sweat.
I what?
I can see the sweat. When you said Veta, I want to talk about the refereeing decisions. I saw the sweat on Rack's face, thinking you were talking about his team. But anyway,
No, I know. I knew we were talking about City, but that's why I thought he was
Nah,
pointing to
me and
me.
him had
I
a
talking
whole
about City,
argument
and then I
on the
saw
previous show.
Vader's put his sunglasses on top of his
Me
hat.
and me
I was
and
like, I thought he
me
was
and
gonna
Rack
pull them
had a
down and
whole
go into
argument
business.
on the football terrace about Arsenal
There he
and
goes.
refereeing decisions. We don't need to go over that again.
so
But
we agree. Fine.
yeah. Anyways, Vader, talk to me.
Yeah, Egal. I mean, top of the league. It's awfully bright and sunny up here. So let me have the shades on while I speak.
You put the shades on.
Let me lean back as well. Let me lean back. Now, I like how you introed me in to talk about Manchester City, and then you have to layer on these referee calls. Honestly, Egal, you've been doing this long enough. Accept the ref calls and move on. Stop making it a point. We know that they are bad. We know that they are inconsistent. Take it and move. You keep dwelling on it, you're attracting it. You're attracting all of this energy. Leave it alone. City fans, we see a bad call. Let's move on to the next because we know it's going to reoccur. Now, to try and imply that what happened in this game would have changed anything with regards to the result, come on, man. Who were we playing? Who were we playing? We were destined to win this game. We're the better club. We had the better possession. We had the better attack. We had the better opportunities. All right. So yes, you could kind of hold on and clutch and try to grab and stretch for all these possibilities, but we are always to win this game. If you're hoping for us to lose, pick another one on the fixture list. Pick a team that's maybe mid-table or better, not one of the ones that are at the bottom. Now, Erling Haaland, and you tried to brush over it real quick. Let me keep the shades on because I need to talk about a star, and this star is bright. Erling Haaland scores however way he wants. However way he wants. And I told you on previous shows, he doesn't care about touches. He does not care. He's like, you know what? Just find me in the box. I'll make something happen. I don't even think he had touched the ball before that. Came in his vicinity, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to put it on target. Make the keeper have to make a save. And the keeper couldn't do it. And the rest was cool. We had opportunities. We had other chances of scoring, but the keeper did his thing. We always show to be the attacking style. Now, top of the league feels nice. I mean, Rax was holding that down for way too long, being all greedy and stingy with being top of the league. I think it'll be a couple more weeks before you can get there, Egal. But I expect the three of us to be fighting for this. The three of us will be fighting for this. Now, now whether you see it before the holiday break, I don't know. But right now, things are pretty good. I looked at my fixture list moving forward. It's kind of light. It's kind of favorable. But that just means that I'm going to have a tougher second half, right? And I remember last season when Egal, who saw him, everybody was trying to do the fixture list projection. Who had the tougher fixture list and who was going to win the league or not? Well, currently it looks like I'm going to have the tougher fixture list in the second half of the season. So let me try to get as many points right now as I can. And maybe it's going to be maybe in Pep's second last year, we have a different scenario. We have Liverpool and Arsenal chasing City as opposed to City chasing one of you guys down. So who knows? I'm going to take this win and move. I like that we got out of there with no injuries. I like that we got out of there seeing good performances from players that you sometimes question. Nunes, again, people tried to tell me it was a panic buy. Again, people tried to tell me that our scouting and what we wanted to do to replace Gundogan wasn't going to happen. Well, you know what? Give him a season. Because I say it, Manchester City.
Did Gundogan play? Did Gundogan play? Is he?
No,
what's he like?
No, he didn't play. We had Nunes in the midfield. Or we
You don't know something? You're the only club that gets that grace of one season because your players you still win the league even if you sign 16 flops. Your team's just cheat code, bro.
No, you're not trying to spin it. I'm not going to let you
No, it's true. It's true. Doku didn't contribute shit. Doku didn't contribute nothing but the Bournemouth game, and you still won the league. Let's be honest. You've had Calvin Phillips. You've had Calvin Phillips win a treble, and it didn't even hurt you. Because the guy didn't play shit.
But that's absolutely. The thing is, that is absolutely fine, though, right? Ultimately, if Vader buys the flop, but he wins a league or wins a treble,
no one cares.
It's a luxury that other teams don't have.
Crying, is he?
No, it's the luxury that other teams don't have.
Have you guys played FIFA? Again, Rack, have you guys played FIFA, Beta?
Yeah.
I'm the G at FIFA in my area. Yeah, I've won watches. No, honestly, I've won watches. People put like stuff. You know, we put in my estate, anything goes. Yeah, I've won watches. I've won. Look, but you know when you don't know what team to play with, right? So you go with like the legendary team. You got the legendary team, and then you got the current legendary team. You got the FIFA team. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
City is that legendary team where they got the Roberto Carlos, Ronaldinho, Zidane.
No,
bro,
I'm not gonna let you do
and
that.
they are that cheat code, gal. Believe it or not, they are that cheat code. And for me,
you're not doing that. You're not doing
no,
that.
No, Vader. Do you know what hurts me the most? Yeah. Listen, bro. There's no one that can stop you. Last thing. Vader, the Premier League. But hold on. No, but Vader, the Premier League can't even stop you. You're suing the Premier League.
Guys, this is where my problem is. The fucking Premier League is suing Manchester City, and they're suing them.
Suing the Premier League again.
But how are they getting referee calls?
Bro, it's crazy.
How are they still getting favorable referee calls? Arsenal over here is getting fucking shagged every single day, like we fucking
That's what I
like
mean, man. Let's
we
focus on
fucking
that.
killed Howard Webb's uncle. But now
I can't believe
you
I'm
guys,
saying this.
it
Where's
don't
Jay
make
for some
sense.
balance on this panel? Where's Jay?
Jay is not
I'm
even
Where is
here.
legal.
he?
Yo, one
Yeah,
second,
what
one
is
Jay's
second.
illegal.
I'm not
Wait,
gonna lie
I'm
to you
here.
guys.
I'm
I'm
here,
not
He
gonna
guys.
lie to
I'm
you
here.
guys.
I'm
represented me
here.
We're not gonna.
once. I don't
One
Yeah, I
trust
only
him
second, one
got a
again.
second.
rack. I only
We're
got a
not
rack
gonna
for
be
it.
able to do the Manchester United game any justice if we go on any further because I have to leave this car in the next 10 minutes because my back is killing me.
Well, do you know what,
Right?
bro?
Yeah,
I only need 5 minutes. It's fine.
that's
I'm
what
just
you're
gonna
Trust
say
me.
expecting.
this.
Now, hold on.
Vader,
Let me just point out real quick with regards to the City game. Only this one point. Okay. With regards to how we played in these ref calls, Egal, I recently saw a stat with regards to this season that Arsenal had the most lenient calls from referees, and it's
I
all.
saw that as well.
Hold
that
on,
I
was
saw it.
fucking bullshit. You know it.
hold on.
You know that's fucking bullshit. I seen the article.
Vader, tell me more. Tell
I
me
I
seen
more,
the
love it
Vader.
now when he
article.
Tell me.
goes mad.
One second. Vader, I seen the article. That article was
I
from a
saw it.
Manchester City fan page. They
No
quoted
way.
they quoted
No
Sky
way.
Sports. They quoted Sky Sports and Sky Sports gave you 8 games of analyzation. What did we do? Terry from the Football Terrace went back 5 years to check
No,
all the stats.
no,
5 years.
no. Stop.
Yo,
5
is
years.
that
And guess
real,
what?
bro? Beta,
And
is
guess
that
what?
actually real?
One second. I'm not done. 5 years showed that Liverpool's number 1 with the least amount of fouls, yellow card fouls.
I
City's number
believe that.
2.
With Klopp.
And City has the second most red card fouls. But guess what? Guess what? Guess what? First
What?
place has 19. 19. That's
Bro.
Arsenal. So you who have 10, who have the least amount of fouls
You got
and
double.
have the
You
You?
got
second
double.
least yellow cards and have the second most red cards, yes, you have a higher red card to foul ratio than
Yeah.
Arsenal. But guess what? Arsenal have the highest
Oh.
red card to foul
I
ratio.
just want to say I
Arsenal have
agree
the
with Agal.
highest
Let me
red
Liverpool and
respond.
City get away with
yellow card to
everything.
foul ratio.
No,
And
I agree.
Arsenal have
Liverpool and City.
statistically been the most
It's
hardest done by
11:45,
refereeing decisions
and we're
more
talking
than
about
any
yellow
other
card to
club.
red card ratio, something,
Yeah.
something, something.
And of
No,
course,
bro, I saw it
Honestly,
the other day.
guys,
It's
I
Liverpool and
am so
City.
pissed
You
off right
lot
now.
are brown envelopes. Brown
One
envelopes
second.
FC.
One second. Everyone, please. I swear to you, if we speak about referees one more time, I'm gonna end the whole fucking show. I'm done. The referees have ruined my life.
I just
They've
want to
ruined
get
my
one
day.
point out, and you had to.
No, it's true. They ruined the game, to be honest.
Vader, you know what you're doing. Quoting that bullshit article from a Man City fan page.
I saw it. No, I saw it. I did see it. I
did
didn't
a whole
know that
TikTok.
it was from a Man City
Vader,
fan base.
I did a whole TikTok on that topic. I will send it to you right
Were
now.
the stats real or not for the first 8 games, Egal?
Did you have a
What?
red card?
Were the stats real or not?
Did you
for the
have a
first
red
8
card in
games?
the first 8 games?
Did we suffer a red card?
Yeah.
No.
Did you? How many yellow cards do you have?
I don't. Lots.
But
So
again,
1 second.
but,
So
okay,
you didn't even
no,
read the
but- no,
article.
but- no, but
1
no,
second.
but-
1 second.
but-
You're
but
quoting something you didn't even fucking read.
No, but
No,
did they deserve
yeah,
to have a red
and
card?
we can look
No,
at
wait,
the amount of
no, the
Liverpool
important thing
penalties
is-
last year
the most
compared
important
to
thing is
anyone else in the top 4.
Wait.
I didn't
Did Man City deserve to have a yellow card, a red card? That's the question, right? Because whether they did or didn't have them, the question is, are they valid or not?
Well, 9 times out of 10, they're fucking
you
not.
want a fair effect. If Man City haven't
Listen,
deserved to have a red card,
guys,
then
guys,
they
You know
shouldn't
what? We're
have a
gonna
red
do this
card, right?
can we
We're gonna
have
do
this
this another show,
conversation
for sure.
when I
For sure.
actually can screen share stuff and show you guys what we're talking
Let's
about?
do it. Let's
Because
do
right
it.
now,
Wait. No,
Let's do it.
Agal. Let me keep it simple. Agal, bring up the last game that City played. The last winner, where Bernardo Silva was pushing over the goalkeeper. Yeah? Just start
Do
from
not
there
bring
last
that
week.
up with this guy over here. You're gonna bring
Just
that up
start from last
that
week.
piece in Arsenal.
We ain't gonna go
Wallahi,
far,
guys,
Agal.
I am this.
Let's talk
You
about
know what?
United.
Fuck the Manchester United game. They just got robbed. We're not going to talk about it. I'm ending the stream. This is ridiculous. Why are we still talking about referees? You guys tell me I'm crying about referees, but yet you bring them up to try to aggravate me.
No, I'm
Vader,
telling
I
you,
see what
bro.
you're
We
doing.
both got robbed.
Today, Manchester United got absolutely robbed. I
Yeah, but
am
no
not
one's
a
talking about
Manchester
that.
United
No
fan.
one's talking about that. That's why you're quick to
People are saying Manchester United 17th. They're saying you should have finished your dinner. You know
14th.
something? In the first half,
I'm pretty
you
sure
should
we're
have fucking
14th.
scored 4 goals. But
Yeah.
sorry for swearing, guys. If my mom is watching, Hoya Igaraleho, this is mad.
Smahli. Yeah, I'm sorry as
Today,
well. Smahli. Mama.
I'm
Sorry.
moving mad. But Vader, Rack, Jay, I'll tell you guys this. Manchester United today, they should have been 3-0 up in the first half. And in the second half, when the game, 90th minute, that penalty that they gave to West Ham was an absolute disgrace. That penalty.
You are the realest fan I've ever met. I swear I love you, Agal. Let me hear any one of these guys here say that. Let me hear you say that. Rack, let me hear you say that.
Did you
Okay?
guys see the
Let me hear
decision?
any one
I
of
ain't
you lot.
saying shit.
Did you guys see the
That's what I'm
decision?
saying.
Listen, I saw Delo missed
Missing up an open goal.
open goal. I'm not gonna go back and say United got robbed. Get the heck out of here.
Yes.
Get the heck out of here.
Was that
That game
decision
should've-
at the end a robbery?
No, but hold on. That's not a pen, though, man. That's not a pen. We've all played
That's so
football.
soft. If that
It-
happened to you, you'd be
Not only
outraged.
that, like, you literally saw the Lit's knee hit the ball before it hit Ings, and then when Ings grabbed, when it finally got to Ings, he handballed it.
He
So
did.
it was a soft call. I agree.
the whole
Guys,
decision was mad.
we
But
seen Doku kick a player in the chest and not get it given in the 90th minute. So
I thought you
how
didn't
is
want to talk about refs, and now you want to bring up
Agal, like,
the
I agree. Like, trust me, bro. But you know what, bro? As a Man United fan, I can't sit there and blame a decision
guys?
from the ref.
I'm turning the lights out. This is mad.
Like, for me, like Agal said, Garnacho, Rashford, we had so many opportunities to go 3-4 goals ahead. It sounds so stupid and cliche to say, but we can't finish, and we've got like little boys up front. And in my own football locker room banter chat, there's a lot of Man United fans and Arsenal fans, and it's pretty, pretty fair. We're not cutting off each other's heads every conversation, but it's quite tough. Like we can't finish. We got little boys up front. Like none of them have that killer instinct, man. I mean, like, just there's no pride, there's no heart when it
I
comes
heard
to.
Xerxes already wants to leave.
Yeah, so last week there was a thing that came out where Xerxes, I think his agent said that he wouldn't mind moving back to Italy, but since then I think the players come out and said, that's not true, and he's been
That's
fighting
BS,
for
yeah.
his position.
Not
But
true. He wants to wait until next season.
yeah,
We'll
well,
have to wait and see.
like Rec, I think it's very similar to when you signed Nunes and Gakpo. Like you didn't know what to expect from them, and I feel like with
You can
us,
say,
with this Hoyland and Xerxes thing, Xerxes very good on the ball. His link up, he's all down for the link up play. But
thing.
Yo, 1 second. Is today's game on Ten Hag or is it on the players? Because I seen people saying, I seen Saeed basically, he did a video and said, stop talking about VAR. We're 14th.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Delo is why you lost this game.
no,
He had a
no,
picture of a
Beta,
game.
man.
No, VAR
Beta.
is why they lost this game.
No, guys, can we be
They would
honest?
have
Like,
dropped points
look,
regardless
like.
of losing. Okay, that's fair.
We cannot blame a refereeing decision on the 80-something minute. I'm sorry. We had so many opportunities to finish that game. Look, like I said, I'm not sure how many people have played
You have
sports,
yourself to
athletic
blame why you
sports.
didn't win it, but I would say
Bro,
VAR is the reason why you lost it.
Agal.
They were not scoring a
Yeah,
second goal.
Agal, listen to me, bro. I saw Garnacho have 3 one-on-ones, and I'm watching that game, and I'm like,
But that
I will
guy's not
finish
that
one of
good.
them.
We know it.
No, but Agal, like, bro, like, there was one, like, you have no idea. There was another opportunity where I think Rashford had a one-on-one, and he ran straight into the goalkeeper. I'm like, bro, you have no.
You're not blaming the manager on this one. No way.
No, I can't. Like, Dallo, open goal. And Bruno should have had 3 assists. Everyone gets onto Bruno's back. Oh, he's this. Oh, he's that. Oh, he's overpaid. Oh, he's our captain. He should have had.
You know something? I have no sympathy for Ten Hag, but today, you kind of feel sorry for him.
I would never
Today
feel
wasn't his
sorry
fault.
for a
It's time to
bold
crash on the
fraud like
manager.
him.
Today
Because the
wasn't
way
the
he
deal.
dealt with Ahmad, Sorry,
What's
Vader.
going on with Ahmad?
Guys, for me, it's the ultimate disrespect. Like he's got blood on his hands, and I don't know what to say. Like I don't know how he's treating Ahmad this bad. And you know what? Like
Is it
Garnacho has
every
been.
season he picks a player?
No, but you know what it is? Like they asked him. We played in Fenerbahce against Mourinho, and they asked him after the game. They said, "Why did you bring on Anthony instead of Ahmad when he's the one that's supposed to be ahead of Anthony?" He said, "Oh well, Anthony's been training well, so we have to reward people that train well." It's the same shit that you tried with Sancho. Oh well, he's not training well, and you tried to come with that bullshit. But even then, like you started Mazarawi in a 10 instead of Ahmad. So for me, the disrespect. Like if I was a football player, bro, I wouldn't even want to play for you. I would want to take you. Put me on the pitch. I'm sliding for your knees if I get an opportunity. Like the way he's disrespecting him is so crazy. Like, bro, it's mad. It's mental. Like you start Mazarawi in a 10 over Ahmad, and it's mental. So today's game, guys. No, today's game. Like I watched his interview, his press conference after the game, and he blamed everything on the penalty decision. Oh well, that wasn't a penalty, so that tells me you were happy with a draw. Like, come on,
You wanna know
man.
something?
I
Ten Hag has a loser mentality, but at the same time, as a manager, he's trying to cover his ass, and the only way you should really cover
United though.
the only way the way he speaks it is a little bit of a loserish mentality. He's always making excuses, never really taking
would prefer
accountability.
good evening. I would prefer good
Yeah,
evening at this
like
point.
there's a difference if a fan does it, but as a manager, you need to take accountability when your team does bad. You cannot constantly be throwing them under the bus expecting them to play for
100%
you.
ago.
So yeah, I hear it. But yeah, guys, we're gonna have to wrap it up here. Vader, I
As someone,
appreciate you
as
staying for
Rodri,
the whole show. Rock, what'd you say?
Hold on,
has
what's
Rodri,
Rack
has
saying?
Rodri,
Hold on.
has Rodri won the Ballon d'Or? I think Rodri's won the Ballon d'Or. At least that's what people are
No,
saying on Twitter. I don't know if
get it. Don't even do that.
No,
Is that
Vinicius
true?
already got it. Nike
Oh,
have
Well,
already
Vinicius
prepared.
won it.
Yeah, they're gonna give it to him. I can already see.
Guys,
No way.
where have you been living? Vinicius has already won the Ballon d'Or. The whole ceremony is a formality. Every award has already been determined. Yamal's gonna win the Young Player Award. The goalkeeper is gonna go. Who's the goalkeeper going to again?
Is Vinny the worst Ballon d'Or winner? Are we gonna do that? Are we gonna do those type of shows?
No. It's Paulo
No,
Nedved. What the fuck are we talking
come
about?
on, bro.
It's Nedved.
No, don't
Bro,
do
it's
that.
Nedved. It's Nedved.
no, Nedved was a great player in his
Nedved
time.
was
Nedved
a
is
baller.
nothing
Big up,
compared
Rack.
to
Nedved was a baller.
Nedved didn't
Miguel,
deserve it over Henry.
Oh,
Miguel,
over Henry. No.
I'm not talking about whether one deserved it or another. I'm talking about the quality of player. You think
Guys, if
Vinny,
you really want to go into
Nedved
it,
was
I think
worse.
Cannavaro, when you
we
start
can't
mentioning centre
even.
backs that are winning
Listen,
it,
Nedved
Cannavaro
was the
won it.
worst. Nedved was the worst. Anyways, we're
No,
gonna end it up here.
Cannavaro was the
Nedved
worst.
was
A
worse.
centre back won it.
Cannavaro won the
Miguel,
World Cup, bro.
So what? A centre back won it.
So Van Dijk deserved it.
Nah, Van Dijk did not.
Anyways, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. You guys have a wonderful
right.
day.
All right.
Peace.